Simple answer, Clyde Cruz.
What can I say to be interesting? Fellow Toastmasters, welcome guests, contest chair. This question kept popping up in my life whenever I was in a conversation, when I was presenting in school, and when I was inside my head in the nights. I stared at the ceiling. If only I know some magic words to say. If only my life were interesting, I could talk about it. If only I knew what exact words to say at the perfect moment, then I would finally be able to share all my ideas and make more friends. But I was stuck with a curse I cast upon myself. A list that kept my mouth from opening. My high school life in the Philippines was something else. If you don't want to be called names, just go along with it. You will be called names. If you have a speech impediment or lisp, and you pronounce S like F, stay quiet. I did. Now you might be thinking, you can say S just fine, what are you talking about? I learned to say the letter S incorrectly as a kid. I only started noticing it at the same time my insecurities were building up. No one corrected me because I kept my mouth shut. My silence caused a belief to form in my mind. I believed that not talking made me a bad communicator. I had a speech impediment to hide, so I didn't speak. I was caught in a loop until years later, a faded interaction changed my life. Immediately after high school, I started learning how successful people came to be. And most of them said that if you want to be financially successful, you need to learn how to sell. This idea brought me to a sales interview, or as I used to call it, a sales interview. I still had my speech impediment then, so this is a massive step out of my comfort zone. While waiting to be interviewed, I started talking to other candidates. There were about 10 of us, but my eyes and ears were fixated on John. John is about my age, around 18 then, but our communication level couldn't be further from each other. While I was talking to John, he would always repeat what I said. And then he would say it in his own words as a form of a question to clarify where I was coming from. Now, I've watched a couple of sales and communication videos before the interview, so I know what John is doing to me. I've heard of this communication style where you ask him questions to clarify where you're coming from, to build rapport to the person you're talking to. But I've never seen it in action at this level. John blew my beliefs out of the water. While talking to John, in my head I was thinking, I know what you're doing. This is a tactic to make me feel good. You can't fool me. But yes, that's exactly right. That's exactly how I feel. My goodness, this guy gets me. I love this guy. The way he asked me questions wasn't intrusive. It was welcoming. As if asking me genuine curiosity, tell me more. It was a complete paradigm shift. I went home that day with acceptance. Acceptance that I will not get that job. Asking questions made all the difference. A new worldview revealed itself to me. And when I figured out how to get rid of my speech impediment, with the help of a specialist, I went to work, putting this new communication style into practice every single day. I started building and creating longer lasting relationships with lots of people I encountered. I thought I needed to know magic words to communicate with people. John helped me realize that those magic words or sentences are not from my lips. Asking direct questions allows me to play the heartstrings of the people I talk to. And they will hear that melody themselves through their answers. And that is what makes it magical. Asking the right questions is saying, tell me more about you. The pressure is lifted. I don't have to worry about impressing or boring the other person. I now continue my journey to make the people I talk to feel heard, just like how John listened to me. My communication style started with the belief that I need to have answers for everything. Now I hold the belief that I need to have better questions and curiosity about everything. Be curious about people. Be curious about places and events. Be curious about the world, because maybe, just maybe, the world will be curious about you. So whenever you're in a dire, boring conversation and you're wondering, what can I say to be interesting? Philip masters and guests, a question is your answer, and it will make all the difference. On the stage.